Okay.
Yes, top of the sauce, man. How is my content looking now? Yes, how is my content looking now? The news by Shannon, man. I'm gonna give y'all a second or two to come up in here, right? I know they're not sending out my notifications, because that's what they do. That's what they do. But I'm still going to deliver the goods. How is the content looking now? It's Friday. Please send out the notifications, though, man. Listen. They don't make this an equal playing field on this the internet by no means. It is what it is, right? But we're gonna get to this Shannon Sharpe, man. Shannon Sharpe, man. I waited till Friday. Bro, I wanted to wait till Friday. Um, to get to this motion. I might throw in Charlo at the end. I don't know. I might throw in Charlo at the end, right? But I seriously doubt it. I did a little Charlo piece early this morning. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit of that this evening because, like I said, when it comes to a lot of the boxing, I'm trying to expand, man. I really am. I'm expanding on the boxing because I feel like boxing topics to me, unless it's like something like this, Uncle Shay or something, they really don't get you in to argue with them. And you know my stance on the boxing scene on YouTube. It's the jealous fan zone. It's too many. It's just different layers and levels of hate groups or jealousy groups or just people that perpetrate to be fans and supporters of something, but they're really not. But watch the algorithm on this right here. This is what's really trending. The dark side of Shannon Shaw. Well, that's what I pinned my title. Dark side of Shannon Shaw, right? Um, Shannon Shaw has made the headlines this week. A lot of his contemporaries, peers, um, you know, are really more or less falling back from him, man. You see, Stephen A. Smith has made a statement. I'm gonna get to that. I'll also get to the Jason Whitlock um, statement. And by the way, man, get your CMOS, get your screen. We working, man. Look, never mind what the internet is talking about, right? Or act like they're not talking about. We promote and market ourselves too much to be ignored in real life. Not look, the internet, like I said, the internet is smoke and mirrors, man. That's why when we pay attention to the internet, everybody that's really popping on the internet, are they really popping? Right? They don't. A lot of people that's popping on the internet, they won't share nothing, they won't like nothing. People that's not popping do that. When you're popping, you have your own products, goods, and services going on, and you're marketing and promoting yourself. It's not for you to share content. It's not for you to like content, right? Especially if, like I said, you got your own thing going on, right? Goods and services, man. Shanewz, man. Source Enterprises, man. But with that being said, let's get to this blog, man. So Shannon Sharpe, I'm gonna pull him up. I'm gonna pull up his thumbnail or a picture of him. Uncle Shay. To me, Uncle Shay has always been a questionable character, and I'm going to address a lot of that. And I stood on that. Like I said, Shannon Sharpe, right, has made the headlines, right? He has made the headlines. He has the Terrence Crawford interview that's phenomenal. That interview was phenomenal, by the way. I'm gonna give him his flowers on that interview. I talked about that. I tried to go both routes. I talked about that interview, right? I talked about that interview, and I'll play it right here. I'll just show it, right? I talked about the interview, but I didn't want to talk about what he's really trending for right now because I wanted to highlight his work first. Because I didn't want to seem like I was coming on here to try to bash him to get views and, go viral or something, right? But Shannon Sharpe has a dark side, man, so to say. He has a dark side. And this dark side is coming out now, right? To me, like I was telling somebody, they asked me for this yesterday. They was like, "Where's the content?" I was like, "Oh, trust me, my content is coming. I'm just getting nice with it now, man. I got people with me, so it's no reason for me to rush. I put out content how I put it out now." But Shannon Sharpe has always had a dark side to me, right? Now, a lot of y'all talk about fishes and fish this. To me, like to each his own. I felt like this man was a fish. I felt like he was a fish, right? And you see, when that came out, and I still think he's a fish. I don't care what anybody says, but like I said, to each his own, right? But when that came out, he like a sex tape or what was it, a Facebook Live. I'm not gonna play that audio. But remember the Facebook Live came out with him putting it down. He was beating on some back, right? And that dropped. But to me, I wasn't buying it, man. I was like, this, it's Shannon, man. Uncle Shay. Like, look at the name. Uncle Shay, man. To me, he was always with his guy, man. Remember Hollywood? I got the audio of that, man. Hollywood. Y'all remember Hollywood, man? But this is who he always been, man. And now that this is surfacing about him and the 19 or 20-year-old girl, but he's always been this guy right here to me, man. That's why I was like, I took my time doing this because to me, I think it's a shakedown. It's a lot of things, but this is who he's always been, right? I'm waiting for Hollywood to come out. What you gonna do with this? What you gonna do with this? Hollywood. What you gonna do? This is who he's been, man. So I'm waiting for some of these guys to come out. Because the woman coming out that he's choking her, and Tony Bigsby, they probably, like I said, when you do your research on him, check out Jason Whitlock. I'll play a little bit of Jason Whitlock. A lot of these accusations now that are surfacing have been there. They have been there. Look, you even have the big fella. Look, the big fella. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal wanting to get the dirt on him now too, right?
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on a woman. So I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there.
Yo, shout out to Shaq, right? You know what's crazy? You see how, and this is our own people doing this, man. But see, Shaq has been, this is a tactic that they use. And look at Shaq, man. Like, powerful man. He moves like them now. Look, he put out that he is willing to give large sums of money to anybody that has dirt on Shannon Sharpe. Well, all the dirt is coming out. Hollywood. What you gonna do with this Hollywood? Right? All the dirt is coming out, man. Smash the like button. Shout out to Gumbo in the building. Gumbo, we just switching it up, man. We can't always talk boxing, man. I put out a fire boxing video on Terrence Crawford, the real Terrence Crawford, right? Lined up with a real middleweight contender looking to become a champion, and Troy Isley. And they looked about the same size. Troy Isley campaigns at 160. Yes, he's a true middleweight. Terrence Crawford is filling in the 168. What are we in? April? Last week of April? That fight is September. Just saying, man. But like I said, that's out there. I put the content out there. It's doing rather well on Instagram, YouTube. They might have shadow banned it, and TikTok. I don't know if it's on X. I gotta check X, but it's out there, But I wanted to talk about Shay, Club Shay. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this Hollywood? You heard him? He said, Hollywood, what you gonna do with this Hollywood? That's who he really is, man. Yeah, don't listen. They shaking this man down because they turned him out. They turned him out, but what he really prefers is that's what he prefers right there, man. Hollywood, man, come out of the shadows and save Uncle Shay, man. That's all you have to do, man. Now, this content may offend some of y'all, but we do need to defend our brother Hollywood. Come out of the shadows and be like, no, that is my fish. Come out of the shadows. You can end all of this, man, because the accusations against Uncle Shay, that is not even his preference, I believe, man. That's not his preference. If Hollywood comes out and saves Uncle Shay, this is not going to go away, but then the sympathy will be there for him. Because I think that's why they are getting at him, because he is denying who he really is. He really doesn't want to choke and do all these things to young white women. He wants Hollywood, right? He wants Hollywood. He wants Hollywood. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? That's another man he's saying that to. He doesn't want that young white girl. You guys forced that on him, man. He's Uncle Shay. He's Uncle Shay. Hey, girl. Hated it. Yes, he's Uncle Shay. He doesn't want that white girl. But you want to put that on him. And now he's out here trying to do things, right? Because, look, I'm just, man, look, this is content at the end of the day. You guys be mad at me for doing boxing content, so now be mad at me for giving my reaction and opinion to Shannon Sharpe. I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it because I know the real Shannon.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Oh, hanging in there.
You were thrown into a sex tape ordeal. I've spoken to sources that were close to Shannon Sharpe. I guess he was trying to dispel the gay rumors, and a lot of people feel that the Instagram live, it's not easy to go live on Instagram. Like, you gotta go through some steps to go live on Instagram. That it was actually a ploy to dispel the gay rumors about him.
Yes, it was.
Do you feel like that recording of him going live was real, or do you feel like he just used your name since he was with you for 10 plus years?
It's triggering. And you gotta remember, this was a very sensitive subject. The last time I saw him, he raped me.
What did you find attractive about him? Charming?
Oh, yeah. He was very charming. He was...
Look, hold on. I'm going to stop and bring it back, man. Did she say the last time she was with him, he raped her? I don't know. Did I hear that right? Let's bring it back, man. Let's bring it back.
For 10 plus years.
It's triggering.
And you gotta remember, this was a very sensitive subject. The last time I saw him, he raped me.
Yes, he did. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So he raped a woman, right? He raped her. He was with her, but he raped her, right? Now, what type of behavior is that, right? He listen, this is a woman that he was with. I think this is the same woman that the alleged sex tape on IG Live was with her, but he raped her. Now, what man is raping a woman or has to rape a woman that consensually agrees to, get down with them? Just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah, he was very charming. He was built like a Greek god. He was nice to me. He was both the hero and the perpetrator.
Stop it again. A hero and a perpetrator. Listen to the words. I believe they're called adjectives. Look, I'm getting nice with the smash the like button, man. This is the news by Shannon, Source Experience. He was a perpetrator. Jason Woodlock is going to call him that too, but he's going to say my word. He was a fraud. Word. Fraud, ENT. He was a fraud.
Like, he loved to have his booty played with.
There it is. There it is. See? He loved to have his booty played with, man. He's a booty boy, right? Right now, this is what this woman said, right? What is her name? Michelle Evans. So I'm just doing a reaction on what Michelle Evans said. He's a booty boy. He likes to have his booty played with, right? Hold on. Let's bring it back one more time so you don't think I'm on here doing defamation of character and just making up allegations. This is Michelle Evans, who was with him. She said that the last time she was with him, he raped her. So they had intercourse. They've been intimate. But she just said that he likes his booty played with. He's a booty boy.
He was both the hero and the perpetrator.
Hero and the perpetrator.
He loved to have his booty played with. That part might not have been everyday sex, but other than that.
That part might not have been everyday sex. So this guy, right? Now, female's gonna tell it, man. You see what she said? He was a Greek goddess, big, strong, black buck. He was a big black buck, buff. He was a Greek goddess, but he liked to have his booty played with. He was a fish. He was a chichiman, right? He wanted his booty played with, right? And he felt comfortable enough with her. So when I hear him say, Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? I get it, man. I told somebody yesterday, it took me time to do this because I don't want this to come off the wrong way. By no means am I saying what he's doing is wrong. I don't approve of it. That's what he's into, right? He's into that, right? Some of us, we're not into that, right? But to each his own, right? Me personally, I'm like, what's the name? BBD. Never trust a big butt and smile at that girl. I like a big butt, man, right? We all have our preferences, right? We all have our preferences, right? Me personally, I'm a stallion rider, man. I am a stallion, not Megan a stallion, but I like to ride stallions, man. Give me a nice big old horse, and I am going to, like EJ said about Terrence Crawford, but we're not talking about EJ nor Terrence Crawford. I'm going to break that stallion down, right? Because I ride horses. I'm a real cowboy, right?
This is the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw!
I'm a cowboy, man. I'm going to ride a horse, man. I'm going to ride a horse, man. But Uncle Shay, right? Uncle Shay, shout out to Michelle Evans. He likes to get his booty played with. To each his own, man. He's a booty boy.
So, like, you put fingers and tongue in his butt? Yeah.
You know, there were times where I wondered if maybe he was bi, but then I would tell myself, no, that doesn't mean he's gay just because he likes his booty being played with.
See, look, see, Michelle's not like me. You see what she said? I get it. You like to have your booty played with. That's what you're into. Cool, man. That's your preference. Hey, Hollywood, tell me what you're going to do with this, Hollywood. That's what you like, man. Cool, man. So I'm here to defend you, right? That's why I think the white girl, the young white girl, and Tony Bigsby, they're just trying to shake you down, brother. I get it. They know that you really don't like that. But they know they got you on tape in a compromising position, just like this young lady, right? Telling the dark secrets that you like to have your booty played with. But she didn't think you was bi. You just like to have your booty played with. And I think you like to open up to that, right? But if you would have found you a real raunchy whore, instead of thinking that you could mess around with these women and they're not going to tell you secrets, this is what you get now, man. This is what you get. You, like my guy Joe Dean would say, you are a Jezebel, and you thought you had another Jezebel, right? Respectfully, right? It's what you do, right? And you thought maybe that if you got down with them and you choked them and did all your little, you know, your things that you like to do with them behind closed doors, it was going to stay in house. But now it has leaked out. It has leaked out. And you are out here trying to clean up the mess. And to me, right, I'm going to get to this. You're guilty, brother. You're guilty, right? Because if somebody says, yo, I want 50 million for you, and you're willing to put up 10, you're guilty. Somebody that's like, you're not really about what they saying and putting on you, you're going to be like how I was. You're going to stay 10 toes down. Like, yo, lies got to change. You're going to be like, F that. Take it in blood. I'm not giving you nothing, but you was willing to give up 10 N's to hush her up. You was on your P. Diddy. No Diddy. You know? Have her sign a non-disclosure agreement where she can't talk about it for 10 minutes. So that let me know right there. These people aren't lying on you.
I think you kind of opened up his butt to new experiences.
No, I can't imagine because he already liked it.
Michelle?
There it is again. He already liked it. See, so I'm not saying nothing that's not out there. Smash the like button. Shout out to CW in the building. We're not talking no boxing right now. Maybe I'll get to Charlo after I finish up with this, Uncle Shay, a.k.a. the booty boy. That's a booty boy. Like a fingers of your booty, huh, boy? Your booty boy, right? That's why he said, hey, Hollywood, right? Look, Hollywood, come out and save Uncle Shay, man. Hollywood, you can end all of this.
What you gonna do with this?
Hollywood, you can end this, man. You can be like, you know what? They are lying. They were jealous of me and Shannon's relationship. This can go away. Because then Shannon will get protection. Because listen, like I said, to each his own, man. Shannon, you have friends. There is a community. You were trying to be something that you wasn't. That is probably why she's a legend that you did to her. Because you are her. You are a girl, respectfully. You see, you raped Michelle, right? You raped her, right? Because you didn't want to be with her. You are her, right? You are. You're a girl, and it's okay. You're a girl in a Greek goddess body. You want to get your booty played with. I get it. See, I came on here on a different angle. I'm here to help you so that the people could understand, right? Because what you are doing, lashing out on these women that are victims, is you were like, no, bitch, right? I get it. I get it. The news by Shannon. How is my content looking now? How is the content looking now? Gumbo said Hollywood save Shay. You can get a Skittles commercial. Yes, Hollywood. Look. Oh man, that's who he was talking to, man. Listen, Hollywood can save it, man. Hollywood, come out and help Uncle Shay, man. Hated it. Let him know, man. Uncle Shay is not like that, right? He said Shannon Sharp's like, wait, no. Shannon Sharp's like Hollywood, CW. They forced him to mess with these girls, man, because they were saying that he was gay. And there's nothing wrong with it, Shannon. If you're gay, you're gay, man. Don't hide who you are. See, y'all thought I was gonna come on here and bash him for what? That's what he prefers. He is a booty bandit. You heard what she said. He liked to have his booty played with. There's nothing wrong with that. You have muscles. You're big. She said you was built like a Greek goddess, but deep down inside, you're not him. You want your booty to be played with. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? Hollywood. Right? That's who you are. That's who you are. And hopefully Shaq got some dirt out there on you and they can put all this stuff out and this can go away. But I see what you tried to pay $10 million because you wanted it to go away. Because you realized what you did to that young white girl, that young innocent Lily, right? She was an innocent Lily. That's what you get for messing with these young white girls. Had you got Tanisha from the projects, like May said, had you got you a little hood rat, you wouldn't have been dealing with this. But you wanted to go mess with an innocent Lily, right? And they lined your ass up. And now your only out is to come out. Hollywood, come save Uncle Shay. Be like, no, me and Uncle Shay are an idol. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? Or maybe Hollywood, listen, I don't know, right? Maybe Hollywood was sitting in the cut too. Maybe Hollywood got plans to get some money too now, man. Because he sees the girls. The girls are coming for you. So maybe Hollywood's like, you know what? I should get some paper too. But Uncle Shay, man, this is your dark side, man. See, what was done in the dark is always going to come to the light. See, you thought by you blowing up, being a successful Hall of Famer, NFL player, and doing all these things that you, like I said, all the celebrities to me, they feel like they could do what they do with no repercussions, right? And they feel like their status, we watched this with R. Kelly, with Diddy, all these guys do it. They feel like what they do in the dark will never come to the light. Or when it does come to the light, they have money, they can pay you. Because look, you see what he did. They $50 million. He said, I'll give you 10. He was ready to give up 10 million. He has it. He wanted to just give it up and thinking this was going to go away. And then he was still going to get his booty played with, right? You heard what she said? He likes to get his booty played with, man. He's a booty boy, man. He is a booty boy. But Uncle Shay, I get it. Hollywood, please come out and save Uncle Shannon. How is my content looking now? Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? But I want to get to something that Jason Woodlock said, right? Jason Woodlock has put this out there, right? That Shannon was a fraud, right? He said that Shannon Sharpe was a fraud, right? Jason Woodlock, who I like to call Jason Woodlock, my man from the what's the name, the Boondocks. That's who I call Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock. I call him, Jason Whitlock, though, did not hold back. Look.
When I tell you that someone is a fraud,
fraud.
It's not because
word. Yo, look, he's using the sauce word, right? That's what I've been saying about a lot of these dudes. Like, yo, the woman took the high road, said that he was a perpetrator because she knew she was putting her fingers in his booty, right? He's a booty boy, man. He's a big. Listen, I say this respectfully. Don't take this the wrong way. The reason why he lashed out against Wendy, that was her name, I believe, and the other white girl, because they were women, but I'm gonna be derogatory and use a different. They were bitches, and he's a bitch. He's a bitch. So when he's choking them, they're girl fighting. That's cat fighting, because he's a fish like them. He's a bitch, right? So he's sexually with them, but he's not with them like that. He wants Hollywood. What you gonna do with this Hollywood? And look, Jason Whitlock is gonna tell us.
Someone is a fraud. It's not because I
shout out to WCS in the building. Yes, Uncle Ruckus.
I warn you about these idols we take on.
Yes, these idols.
Shannon Sharp. I've been critical. Many of you thought it was personal. Many of you thought it was jealousy.
Yo, listen, let me stop it, man. Like I said, I don't always agree with Jason Whitlock, but he's spot on. Whenever you expose somebody's dark side, and it goes against the image that is put out there on them, they are, listen, this is a fact. They are going to put that label on you. I went through it myself, right? My Jack of Fitness days. I was mad. I was jealous. Now you see what I do now. I throw it in their face. When they were saying I was mad and I was jealous, I was doing all the things that I show you now. Operating heavy equipment, building a successful municipality career, having life insurance, gaining financial freedom for my daughters, right? Putting on. But they said that I was mad. Oh, I couldn't come to the gyms. Motherfucker, fuck a gym, right? A gym doesn't pay me. A gym wasn't getting my situation better. But these are the things that they do. When they know they are untrue, they try to put lies on you. So I get it. You're jealous. I get it, Jason Whitlock. But listen to what he says, though.
More about Shannon Sharp than you did. I knew the fraudulence firsthand. These stories that have come out, particularly the latest story about the production assistant at Fox Sports, this has been an open secret. Let's stop it. An open secret. Yes, I agree too, CW. That's why I said I don't always agree with him. But he's telling truths right here, CW. See what he just said about the stuff that went on at Fox Sports, right? And they cover it up. This is what they do. This is what they do. Right? But like I said, he burnt bridges, so they got rid of him. But these are the facts. These are the facts. Smash the like button. It's about 5 of y'all up in here. How is the content looking now? It's cool when they do it, and the problem with Source does. This is just a reaction. Look, this is why I said, why would I come on here and talk boxing? Or do boxing? I be in the gym. I was in the gym all week this week. $1 Million Marley, Joe Dini, music. Amani, showed y'all sparring. Why would I come on and keep talking boxing to a network of YouTubers that is AKA the Jealous Fan Zone? Bums. Right? This is really trending. And look how many of y'all over here. Even comments is lighting up. But a lot of y'all have been in and out, watching, listening, trying to run with the source. Heard the story about this latest accuser saying she was choked by Shannon Sharp. I was like, oh, yeah, I've heard that story before. We heard it at Fox Sports. We lived it. We saw it swept under the rug. Look, when I tell you someone's a fraud, it's not personal.
Yo, shout out to CW. CW say you're a fraud too. Jason Whitlock, Uncle Ruckus. But he's spot on right here, man. This is Shannon Sharp, man. This is who he really is, man. Right? He's choking white women, right? Because it's a cat fight. Because that's not they are the same. They're girls. He's a girl too. Who he really is Hollywood. What you gonna do with this? Hollywood, save Uncle Shay, man. Come out and just admit that who he really is, man. This can help him right now. Because right now, they are depicting him as this big, black, menacing guy who likes to choke white women. He doesn't even like women, man. He is a woman. He wants his booty played with, man, respectfully. And I'm not on here saying what he's doing is wrong. It's his preference. It's his preference. This is what he's into. But you guys now are shaking him down because you knew he was into this. You knew this was what he was about. You heard what Shaq said, I got big money for any dirt on this guy. You guys know this is what he was into. He's in the industry. That's what the industry does. They find out what you like, and then they put it on you. They knew this is what this guy was into. Michelle said, oh, yeah, he liked his booty played with. He liked his booty played with. The sex tape, the Instagram live shit. They was like, oh, Shannon, they know about you. So what they try to now, remember he did the thing with the sex pill? All of a sudden, he's a porn guy. He's beating down backs. No, he wants his back beat in, man. He don't like, come on, man. He wants his back beat in, man. He wanted to pay the $10 million for this to go away. Because he just wants to go back and get with his guy, man. He wants to go back and get with Hollywood, man. He wants to get with Hollywood. But Jason Woodlock said, this is no secret, man. They've been covering it up for years, man.
Black Twitter has finally said, I'm done with Shannon Sharpe. Because now this thing is not just jeopardizing his ESPN career. Club Shay's in trouble. His independent.
Yo, I'm going to stop it. I said that, right? I was like, yo, right? But I tried to show his work, right? I was like, yo, Club Shay is in trouble. That's why he dropped the Bud Crawford interview, right? Pay attention to this, man. And Terrence, we family. You might get mad at me for putting this out there. Yo, you might be mad, but Terrence, you are a Jones. We have Leonard. You're gonna get mad, right? He had to go get the roughest, toughest nigga, right? Respectfully, see, we family, T. He had to go get the roughest, toughest nigga because he's a fish, man. He's soft, man. He put that out like, yo, if I put this interview out that I got in with this gangster nigga, because Terrence is a gangster. Shannon Sharpe is Damon. Ooh, Tupac. Ooh, right? Yo, that was his Tupac moment. Terrence Crawford is a gangster. He gets down, man. He could fight. You see, he was in there trying to, he wanted to wrestle with T, right? He wanted to wrestle with T. I'm not going to play none of that. It's out there. He did the 2-hour interview. He wanted to wrestle with T because T is certified. He's certified. That's the only thing that's out on him right now. He dropped the T interview, man. Because look, you heard what Jason Woodlock said about him, man. His image is ruined right now, man. His image is ruined. Right? The jig is up with this guy, man. The jig is up.
Indian career is in trouble because his brand doesn't seem to be able to survive these allegations from this young white girl. And people now are having a real discussion. But I want to play
facts.
This clip.
I'm glad I could make you laugh, WCF. Smash the like button, y'all.
You know who Sky Bree is, though, Joe? Sky Bree? Who that is, folks? Hey, Snow Shack. This is what you have to do. This is what makes you.
Yo, Jason Woodlock was on his helmet, man. Yo, Jason Woodlock is on his helmet, man. I'm just sitting back doing reactions, man. How is the content looking now, man? But yo, Shannon, man, just go get Hollywood. Hollywood, I'm telling maybe Hollywood's trying to get a bag out of this too now, man. So this is what when they come for you, man. But you heard what Jason Whitlock said. This girl right here is not the first. Fox did a cover up for him. He was choking. Like, this is what he does, man. Because at the end of the day, he's not really like that, man. He doesn't like these girls, man. That's why you should have really went and found you a little hood rat and did all of this. They would have looked out for you, man. But you wanted to go get with Becky Lou and all of them, and they told on you, man. They told on you. They've been telling on you. And now you're up shit's creek. And look what you tried to do. You tried to put out the interview with the toughest gladiator out because you knew this was coming. So you like, Terrence give me credibility because he gets down. That's why you dropped that interview. You dropped the Terrence Crawford interview because you knew all of this was coming. And like I said, this is not no knock on Bud. Bud, this got you popping. Because this guy right now, brand is tarnished, just like Jason Whitlock said. But he's still Club Shay, and that interview was doing numbers. And they dropped that on Wednesday. He was trying to save face, like, yo, man, I'm talking to 12 years a slave, the gangster Terrence. But it doesn't erase who you are. Terrence is Terrence. You know, you was on your game and Tupac, right? You had the interview. That's cool. But you are still what you was doing in the dark.
Because now this thing is not just jeopardizing his ESPN career. Club Shay's in trouble. His independent media career is in trouble because his brand doesn't seem to be able to survive these allegations from this.
Yo, he knew it. He knew it. This is being brought to you by, of course, goods and services, Shanewz, man. Source Enterprise. Seymour, Strain, merchandise, media, marketing, management, connection, plug. Just saying, man. But yeah, he's spot on, man. And Shannon knew that. That's why Shannon tried to pay her $10 million. Doesn't it make sense now, y'all? Are y'all catching the source? How is the content looking now? Doesn't it make sense though? Right? Pay her $10 million, she wanted 50. He's trying to give it 10, but Shannon, the damage is done. Jason Whitlock is spot on. You wanted to pay. This came out. If this was the case, it was a shakedown, like you said. You should have never let them shook you down. You should have gave it a $10 million before all this came to the light. You knew this was coming, man. You like to get your booty played with. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this, Hollywood? You should have just stayed with Hollywood, man. You should have just been in character with Hollywood. You look, I already know how y'all was getting down. You in Hollywood. You said you had Hollywood at the crib. You was like, Hollywood, you warmed up yet, right? Because that was when I heard that video that's out there, the audio, you like, Hollywood, what you gonna do with this? It immediately took me to rest in peace to my guy, Shogun of Harlem. When he said, Leroy, you warmed up yet? I was like, what? That's what I thought it was. And then I listened. I said, oh, that's Shannon in Hollywood. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this, Hollywood? See? But just Hollywood can help you right now, man. And you can help yourself, man. Just come out, man. I'm telling you. As a PR specialist, a media marketing guy, right? This is all bad for you right now. But if you come out, right, and admit to who you really are, that community is strong. They are going to protect you and embrace you. I'm just telling you. That's why you see I'm on here. This is a reaction video. I'm telling you, don't run from who you are. Do not run from who you are. They will protect you. They will. They will. Listen, you know me. I'm a conspiracy theorist type of guy. I think they're the ones doing this to you because you're denying who you are. And they don't like that. They don't like that. They know you like to get your booty played with, man. They like, nah, you out here perpetrating. You heard what he said. You're a fraud. The girl said you're a perpetrator. He says you're a fraud. See, you on here frauding, man. If you come out, they will protect you. But you out here acting like you're not like that when you know damn well you're like that, man. Just come on, man. How is the content looking now, God damn it? But yeah, I think they're the ones that did you like this, man. Because they're tired of you running around. You know, you are who that tape is. Hollywood, what you gonna do with this, Hollywood? What you gonna do with this? Come clean, man. That community is powerful, man. They will protect you. They can make this go away for you. I believe it. I believe it. They can make this go away. But you out here trying to act like you ain't like you like that, brother.
Twitter has finally said, I'm done with Shannon Sharpe. Because now this thing is not just jeopardizing his ESPN career. Club Shay's in trouble. His independent media career is in trouble because his brand doesn't seem to be able to survive these allegations from this young white girl. And people now are having a real discussion. But I want to play just this clip. And I want people to ask themselves, what were you watching? You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho? Sky Bree? Who that is, folks? Hey, Sky, Snow Shack. This is what you have to do. This is what makes you popular.
Yo, Jason Whitlock is getting his revenge, man. Jason Whitlock is getting his revenge, man. Jason Whitlock.
I tell you that someone is a fraud.
Oh, man.
It's not because I take some great personal satisfaction in it. I'm trying to warn you about these idols we take on. So, Shannon Sharpe, I've been critical. Many of you have thought it was personal. Many of you thought it was jealousy. Nah, I just knew more about Shannon Sharpe than you did. I knew the fraudulence firsthand. These stories that have come out, particularly the latest story about the production assistant at Fox Sports, this has been an open secret. And so when I heard the story about this latest accuser saying,
yo, that makes sense though. You heard what he said? This has been an open secret. But see, the secret came out. But he felt that, yo, if I give you 10 million, it'll go back away. And then you try to say they're trying to shake you down. No, they're tired of you, Shannon. You need to come clean, man. You like Hollywood. You know, you do what you do, man. You want your booty played with, man. But you out here trying to act like you're doing other things. No, man. Like I said, they said the jig is up, brother. He said you're a fraud. The woman said you was a perpetrator. The lady said you raped her. The last time you was with her, you raped her, right? So you're raping women, man. You're choking white girls and raping women. Why? Why are you doing this, right? Why? Why are you lashing out against women? Why? Girl fight.
she was choked by Shannon Sharpe. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
We heard it at Fox Sports. We lived it. We saw it swept under the rug.
Swept under the rug.
When I tell you someone's a fraud,
damn.
A personal thing. I'm trying to warn you.
Damn, man. Damn, Shay. But I'm telling you, Hollywood can end all of this, man. Hollywood is sitting back, but maybe Hollywood is about to shake you down, man. It might be shakedown season for Uncle Shay. What do y'all think, man? Now in the building, almost in my album. How is the content looking now, y'all? How is the content, man? How is the content looking now, man? How am I looking, man? You know, look, I did almost an hour on this, right? Yesterday, I'll put in a little bit of Charlo right now, right? I really didn't want to talk the boxing shit, but I'll do a little bit of Charlo. The Charlo audio came out too yesterday, man. Listen, I said what I said last night, early hours of the morning, did a little bit on that. That guy's unfit to fight. But I think that it's just the PBC way, man. And I'll probably do a better special on this for y'all. The show, this is the PBC way. Adrian Broner, Charlo, Earl Spence. Yeah, the list goes on and on. It's a pattern over there, man. The Owl Boys, you know. These guys are on drugs and other shit. Call out, right? We seen it yesterday. That virtual press conference was a disaster. That dude was on his psychedelics again. Remember that video? I think they was at a restaurant. He was with his crew, his girl, everybody. He wanted motherfuckers to be on mushrooms and all kinds. This guy's not fit to fight, man. And then you add to the fact he's been fighting for a long time, killing a lot of brain cells and sparring and all that. He's not fit to fight, man. He's not, man. That presser yesterday, it was good because it gave us, the bloggers, something to talk about and react to, but that was a bad look for the PBC. You know, this show is coming up in like a little over a month now. May 30th, May 31st, whatever it is. Is this guy fit to fight mentally? He's on there calling his opponent a bum, right? But first he was like, I'm gonna play the audio, man. We need this is comedy, y'all. We need good laughs, man. He first jumped out there. They asked him a serious question, like, yeah, you've been out the ring. You know, the man has what? 2 fights in 5 years. 2 fights in 5 years, right? 2 fights in 5 years, right? They asked him what's going on. Oh, you know, it's gonna be a fight. Yeah, mentally he checked out, man. The man has checked out. You know, he has checked out, and this shows what they are about as far as putting out fighters and product. Because he's a product. That's what a fighter is over there, especially to the PBC. They're products, and they're putting him out there. 2 fights in 5 years. Mentally, he's not there. He's not there, man. Ray Flores, the first question he asked him, his response was so out the ordinary. It was just terrible, man. It was terrible. Is this it right here? Hold on.
So like Thomas, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Nah, hold on. We gotta play the first one, man. That's what he like. He turned into Hank. He was me, myself, and Irene, man. They asked him how he was doing. Right? They asked him how he was doing. And he was like, I'm gonna tell you what they did, right? But their PR team and shit over there is terrible. They tried to coach him through this, right? Because when he first came out, he tried to come on and say, yeah, I was dealing with stuff outside the ring. Help me out, this, that, and the third. But then the Hank switch kicked in on him. Once the Hank switch kicked on him, he was like, the media train that they tried, look, this is what it ended up being right here, look.
He's going now, fight, he do this. Nigga, I'm gonna spit on your ass, nigga. When I get to you, don't say nothing. You're too emotional, champ. Go ahead, I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am.
His lips was so white. What was he talking about, right? Yo, man. He said, he started, look, I'm not going to play it because they be flagging my shit. They don't watch my shit, but they flag it. But he was doing all of this. Like, yo, dog, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But this is what the PBC has been, man. He's just the latest character crash out.
I enjoy the passion between the fighters, so it's all good. But what do you think you've actually gotten better at in the ring in those 9 fights?
Nothing.
The niggas are wrong. So you fight like you bum then. What you talking about? You a fucking bum. What is you talking about, bro? You a fucking bum.
Man. Cornflake. He hurt Cornflake's feelings right there. And Cornflake is a cool dude. Like I said, he's a promoter. He gets to the bag. But he hurt Cornflake's feelings right there. He said he sucked. He was a bum. You heard it in Cornflake's voice, man. Cornflake is trying to sell the fight, get a check. This guy, I told you, he turned into Hank. He said he was a bum. You a bum. You a bum. But yo, Jamel, you're fighting him. 2 fights in 5 years, and you're fighting a bum. That you said. So what's really the angle here, man? What's really what is really the PBC doing?
When I get to you, don't say nothing.
What? Yeah, he said, when I get to you, don't say nothing. What? Yo, man. This shit was straight comedy, man. Yo, this shit was straight comedy, man. Hopefully, they get him cleaned up, right? He gets to the live presser. But they probably will have that dude so sedated. I think the real press is going to be in LA in 2 weeks or some shit. Yo, if he makes it there, because you heard Cornflake say that, like, yo, just show up. Make sure you show up. Yeah, they're going to have that dude so sedated. He's going to be like Mike Tyson. Yo, remember how Mike Tyson, I shared that story to y'all, right? When I met Mike Tyson as a 17-year-old, we seen him. And he was so sedated up. Right? Yo, it was like 30 of us. We seen Mike Tyson in the hood. And yo, we went crazy. Everybody was screaming like, oh shit, Mike. Yeah, we ran down on him. He had like 3 Nation of Islam bodyguards with him. And when we ran down on him, yo, Mike Tyson looked at us and did like this. Yeah, he did us like this. And then he got in his Bentley. Yo, everybody was fucked up, right? Yo, like, cause yo, it was Iron Mike. Mike is that guy. Yo, he had no energy. Cause they had him so sedated up. Right? Everybody was like, oh shit, Mike Tyson. They said like this. And got in his Bentley. Yo, they're gonna have Jamel Charlo like that, man. They're gonna have him so sedated. Cause they tried to have him right here, but he was just everywhere. He was everywhere with this. He would keep running your mouth. Yo, was Thomas running his mouth, though? I got to watch the whole thing. What was he saying that made Charlo trigger like that? You know, I was trying to watch the whole thing. I didn't see him really run his mouth, do anything to trigger him to say, yo, keep running your mouth. But remember, that used to be their old ploy. Run your mouth. Y'all remember that? That was one of their PR things that they try to base their little Lions only demeanor over.
Go ahead. I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am. All right, you're right. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry, bro. I enjoy the passion between the fighters.
That shit was crazy, man. Nasty work, man.
What do you think you've actually gotten better at in the ring in those 9 fights? The niggas are right. So you fighting up your bum then. What you talking about? What is you talking about, bro? You are like, shut up. Like, you are fucking shut up. You are so bad. Shut up.
Yeah, that was weird right there, right? Yeah, he said he wanted to be black. Where does that come off in this at, man? We're talking a little bit of boxing right now. Just a little bit, because I'm about to wrap this up. Like I said, shout out to Cornflake, man. Cornflake gets money. He puts on a lot of shows. Jersey area, Atlantic City, things like that. He's a promoter. He gets money. Where in this interview, I got to watch it again. Maybe I missed that part. Where did he want to be black? Like, Charlo was mentally not there, man. I didn't get that.
Look, there's some. I don't know, guys. Yo, so Sean, to answer your question, listen, right? Experience, right? I mean, every single day you learn something new, right? You okay? Facts. You're right. All right, so Sean, every day you learn something new, right? You get better. It took time.
Shit was sad, man. The PB, somebody needs to get Al on the phone, man. But Al's not doing good, man. I get it, man.
Whatever, you know what I mean?
When Al was in better health, and these guys was actually able to communicate with him, and they get a phone call from him or whatever. Remember, because his brother even said, "Yo, Al called me. I'm drinking a Hennessy and all the." Yo, they Al's not doing good, man. Nobody's talking about that though. See, this is what's really going on over there. Al's not in the best of health, so these guys can't get those calls no more, right? Al's not calling them, so now look, they're doing whatever they to cope, man. Because remember, Adrian Broner put it out there, so Deontay Wilder, Al was really giving these guys allowances, man. We know it with him. Remember, this was $1 million fighter, multi-million-dollar fighter, world champion. Remember his credit card declined or his whatever. Remember, and he robbed the lady. He strong-armed the lady for her tips, and Al had to take care of that in San Antonio. Remember that? This is a millionaire, $1 million fighter. They went out to eat, and his shit declined, and he beat the lady up and took her tips, but they took care of that for him. Y'all remember that? Because see, Al was giving these guys allowance. These guys were basically having like a little budget, and some of them were blowing it. But now, like I said, Al's not in the best of health. So, these guys are out there fending for themselves. The guys that holds core Al. Now they got to fend for themselves, man.
Fights were just sorry guys. The fights were what they were, but I got more comfortable. You know what I mean? I fought more in 2 years. If you were at, let's say you're at 100% when you knocked out Julian Williams or when you beat the Derevianchenko, what are you at right now compared to then? And what were you at for the Jose Benavidez fight, you feel?
Right now, technically, honestly speaking, I'm back. I'm back 100%. Like, I feel stronger. I feel better. I feel, I'm fully back. Like, the team is better.
Sad, man.
Everybody.
Yo, it's sad. I told you he was 3 different people. He was me, myself, and Irene. He was Hank. He was 3 different people. Macy. He asked him a spot on, easy question to calculate. Right? He said, you see what he said? I'm like, Julian J. Rock Williams. That's when he hit Julian J. Rock Williams with he rolled the punch and countered, put J. Rock out. That was 154 Charlo, IBF champion. Asked him about Sergey Dermachenko, good fight that he had. Yo, the dude couldn't even compute it. He couldn't even compute it. I'm back. Yo, this guy's not mentally fit to fight, man. But this is what they are putting out. And Malik said the PBC is back. They're not back. They don't have no product no more, man. They don't have no product. They are putting... See, Cornflake sells tickets. Cornflake is a promoter. He's going to help move units. Charlo is not fit to fight, man. He's not mentally fit to fight, man. This guy's done. He's done. He's checked out, man.
Like, understanding, like, I feel like everything is coming into place, like, perfectly. Like, Houston back on my back. Like, I got.
Let me stop it right there. Houston was never on your back. You already just said Houston is back on my back. If Houston was on your back, respectfully, you probably would have been with Jay Prince Boxing, right? Why you never signed with Jay Prince? Why Jay Prince never backed you? You remember when I knew Houston was never on their back, or Houston really never fucked with him? Yo, remember when he had, listen, this is, maybe you pro PBC guys, you PR guys, you guys that know the business, right? His brother, Lions Only Promotions. Remember he had his send-off? He had his send-off. Houston is on his back. You know where he had his send-off at? At the college. Shout out to them, man, Coach Calvin Sampson and them. They came up a little short trying to win a national championship in basketball. But that's where the brother, when he fought Canelo, had the send-off at the college. You know why? because there's students there and they could perpetrate the illusion. If Houston was really with you, you would have had it in one of the wards, 3rd Ward, 4th Ward, 5th Ward. Houston doesn't fuck with you. You guys are from Louisiana, man. You're not from Houston, man. You are from Louisiana, man. This dude just sat up here and said Houston is on his back again. Were they ever?
Like I'm better now. Like it. Yeah, I had some like chaos going on, but it feels better to like not have to deal with that no more. So like the problems that I had, they're no longer.
Yo, this guy is a over 10-year veteran in the game. I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. You know me, media marketing, Mr. 10%. I got to do my victory lap. I can show you younger fighters, 5 years in the game, 6 years in the game, 4 years in the game, with better media training than this certified 2-division champion over 10 years in the game. Still doesn't know how to talk to the media. Look, this is his shit right here, man. Who is mad now? How is my content looking now, right? 10 years in the game, 2-time, 2-division champion. Listen to how he's talking to the media and his virtual presser. Does he sound like a seasoned fighter with experience, or does he sound like a fighter that has been protected on some Shannon Sharpe shit? A fraud, a perpetrator, right? You still don't have media training and you're on the back line of your career. Look how you conducted this interview. He asked you a simple question about where you are. Are you close to, the Julian J. Rock fighter or the Sergey Dermachenko? There's a lot of chaos. Nigga, you sound ridiculous. And look how you had to lash out because whatever psychedelic you was on finally kicked in. He's a bum. He did. Nigga. Last time I checked, Cornflake is a Caucasian. But he was every nigga to you. And remember that time they said, like, yo, he called me nigga. They told me that at Gleason's. Because you are a nigga. A dumb nigga. An ignorant nigga. Right? But I called you nigga, right? That was your brother, but you was there too. Y'all didn't want to do nothing. y'all didn't want to do nothing, man. Because you seen I had the Warriors in there. You seen I had the Warriors in there, right? In Gleason's gym. And they was already ready to get on your heads, man. Yeah, you remember me? Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Remember me? How is my content looking now? But you calling this dude a nigga. Last time I checked, Cornflake is a white boy. PR nightmare over there, man. But how does my content look now, man? Remember me? Remember me? We only growing, glowing, and getting to the source. Mr. 10%, man. You do have options, man. Media, marketing, management, consulting services, serious inquiries only. Y'all talked about Tucker yesterday, CW. Some channels was talking about it, but that fight is up June 21st. We ain't going to keep doing the boxing thing. Thank you, WCS, Morning Comedy. We're just trying to perfect the source experience. Solo dolo, too, right? I don't need a million crash dummies. I don't need a million suckers. We really get to the substance over here, man. Like I said, you do have options, man. But Charlo, man, Uncle Al, man, I don't know. Maybe you need to get him evaluated. I don't think he's fit to fight, man. Mentally, he's not there, man. But, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to make money. 2 fights, 5 years. You got to get in some sort of money, right? But how was the content, y'all? We about to wrap it up, man. Everybody be safe. Happy Friday, everybody. The fights is on tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back and do some more content. I see the homie miss weight, man. Chris Eubanks miss weight, man. That guy, man. Conor Ben came in, what, 154? Under 155. This guy was 160.2 to 160.5. Yo, this nasty work. Unprofessional, to say the least. So Conor Ben, man, got an extra 500 racks. And then he probably ended up getting more than more because this guy got to be at 170. He can't be over 170 tomorrow morning. Per the contract and the stipulations. So he's looking at getting even more. Yeah, CW, you missed out on it, man. You got to listen. CW, no knock or nothing. I'm not really trying to waste my time with the boxing shit. You see how I talked about Shay? And this shit was popping. This shit was popping. Boxing is not popping, brother, because boxing, there's not enough people like you out here that's really boxing supporters. Boxing consists of jealous fans on the internet. Niggas that just group up. The sweet dick willies, the bum niggas. They don't sit on the corners in front of the gas station no more. They sit in their holes. Right? If you see my shit right now where I'm at, I got the window open. It's air coming in here. These niggas are sitting in hot rooms, 3 and 4 hours. Right? What type of shit is that, man? Look, I've been on over an hour and 15 minutes. I'm about to, get out and make moves, man. These niggas are sit cooped up in a fucking room or crib 3-4 hours. Go get a fucking job, my nigga. Go get a job, because you sitting around discussing boxing and talking boxing, that's not the motion. That is not the motion at all, because you're not supporting boxing. You're not generating nothing for boxing. That's why I said what I said yesterday, that the bigger fighters, you see Bud was over there with Uncle Shay. They only go to the industry people. They're not going to guys like you. And the ones that do go to y'all and coming through for y'all, once they realize, like, nah, you really not popping, they doing a pune. Ain't nothing faster than the pune. Because you dudes do nothing for the boxing game. Shout out to, I think it was Just Do Boxing. You did a fire live. I popped up over there. My man Malik sent me the link. You was talking about Tucker in the fight. That's going to be a good fight. But you see, Jahad got that cheese, right? The bread, right? What he said, get the cheese up and we can fight, right? Jahad knows the game. Why wouldn't he ask for more money if you're the co-main event? See, I've been giving y'all plays on boxing. You know what it is? The Source experience is really popping out here right now. And all you suckers that went against the grain, stay against the grain, man. You can't come over here, man. It's pointless for me to even network or do anything with y'all, because y'all not even doing nothing. But yeah, Jahad Tucker got that ticket up. And like I said, all bets is welcome. No bullshit bets either, man. If you only got a little $20, a little funky $20, $50, man, go buy you some chicken wings and fried rice with that shit, man. I want 500 and better, $1,000, man. I told y'all, right, with the all bets is good, right? I'll break it down to you. Mr. 10%, right? If I said 10% of 100 stacks, that's $10,000, man. That's $10,000. I'm willing to put $10,000 up that Jahad Tucker beats Truck Simpson. So you coming over here with your little your funky $5, like the crackhead nigga that crashed out for that. Keep that shit over there. Go buy you a biscuit, two pieces of a biscuit somewhere. We want LLC money over here, man. You know, we want LLC money. I'm trying to fill this $10,000 box up right here, man. Right? I'm trying to fill this $10,000 box up right here, man. We want $10,000 or better, man, on the line, man. I'm trying to fill up one of these, man. You know, so if you got a $500 bet, $300 bet, maybe what y'all could do, right? Check this out. A lot of you dirty bum ass niggas that sit around together, right? If it's 5-6 of y'all on the panel, all y'all put up $100 and then come see me, man. That's $600. Maybe we could do something there. How Jay-Z said, if y'all was short with the cheese, I'll work with y'all. So 5-6 of y'all sitting on the panel together, put $100 together. And if y'all like Truck Simpson, put it up, man. You know, that's 660 y'all on the panel, $100 a piece if y'all got it. But the way y'all sit around on panels for hours and hours, I don't think y'all got it. Just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Mr. 10%. How is the content looking now, right? It's cool when they do it. A problem when I do. Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis. The Sauce Talk, okay. First off. Yes, this is Sauce Talk, Showtime Shanewz midi-series. I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs no introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Sauce. Sauce Experience. But what do I know?
Got it.
I think the movement, the gas tank, is gonna be too much for Truck Simpson, man. Truck is gonna run out of gas, man.
Yeah,
Introducing first, out of the blue corner.
Another one.
He weighed in at 140 with gold trim. His record, 23 victories, only 3 defeats, 1 draw, 12 of those victories coming by way of from San Jose, California.
This is your boy Jamel Simplify Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplify, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes. Setting it up, coach. All right, let your heart go now. Let your heart go.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Kailua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.